you guys are in the... Hold on, give me a sec. Reading my notes. Okay, so let me actually pull up the map that I have for me to see, because it's not finished yet, so that's why
Okay.
you guys can't see it. Um, please, bro, bro, bro. What the freak?
What the freak,
What
guys?
the hell?
I know. Technical difficulties.
It's fine.
My bad.
I have started the recording
Okay.
just so that I don't miss anything. But don't worry about that.
You're good, you're good. You are fine. Okay, so you guys are on a continent called Terran, and you guys come
Fire.
from separate kingdoms, so yeah, fire. So you don't have to worry about that. But you were hired by a guy, and you're meeting in the capital of Terran, because it's a neutral area. In Terran, there are 3 kingdoms. We've got Lyros, Horios, and Ardelis. The man who summoned you is from Lyros. So you guys are in the capital now, and you haven't quite met each other yet, so we're gonna do like a little individual roleplay, until we get to the place where you're all like supposed to meet. So, Mikey,
Yes.
Ignavis is in the capital of Terran. What does he want to do?
What's around me?
There's just like some general stores. There's a bar nearby. You see some people out with like stalls of food. You can hear like some children running around.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar.
You're gonna... Alrighty. So you get into the bar, and it's pretty quiet. It's kind of empty. It's midday, which is surprising that there's no one in there, because that's like the best time to drink. You do see... Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. You do see a bartender.
Okay.
He is a human. Where the freak are my images? There he is. Okay, hold on. How do I put this in Discord? I'm learning so much today. Okay. You see you see
Oh, he's so cutie.
the bar. He is a cutie. He is cleaning some glasses. The like tables by the bar itself are empty. There's just like a few people sitting around the other tables. There's a guy passed out in the corner. But he looks fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's relatively quiet.
Yeah, is that his name in the corner of the picture?
No, that's the name of the artist.
Oh, okay, never mind.
This is Pikaru.
Got you. I'm gonna walk up to him and ask for a drink.
Okay. I didn't even think about voices and shit, so you're just gonna have to... I'll just be speaking as myself. I'm not doing fun voices right now.
Okay.
But for the future.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
hi. Could I get just whatever's on tap?
Of course. What are you doing around these parts?
I've been summoned here by just this dude, I think he's hiring me for something. I'm not exactly sure the details yet.
Oh? Where are you from?
Nowhere you would know. I'm from this town from like some other continent. It's full disclosure. I don't think he would know where Ignavis is from.
Yeah.
Because it's literally some like off-beaten tiefling community, like somewhere way off from here.
Yeah, I know. That's the roleplay aspect. You're a theater kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to Tehran. He sets down a glass with, I don't know how drinks work, so I'm just gonna say it's a very nice looking drink.
It's like a
Here,
beer.
let me. I was gonna say like a whiskey.
Sure.
No, if it's on tap, it's beer.
Yeah.
If it's okay. Beer. Images. Let me see images.
You know, like when you go to a bar and they've got those like big handles that they pull on and fill up a glass?
Hell yeah.
That's
That's what it's
a
at.
beer tap.
Yeah. He. Here, let me copy. Copy,
He poured
please.
you a Guinness, Mikey. Can you
Oh,
split
yeah.
the G?
For sure.
He sets that in front of you.
Okay. I
He
pick it
sets down a
up.
beer in front of you.
I pick it up and I start steady drinking it.
The bartender is kind of moving on. If you're chilling on your drink, he's gonna
Mhm.
continue cleaning up the dishes around him. So we're gonna go to Catherine now. All right,
Am I-
Catherine.
Am I in the bar as well? Oh, okay.
No, I mean you can always walk to the bar. I'm not stopping you.
Alright.
But you're also just kind of in like the middle of the capital of Terran, and you see you see the same things as I told Mikey. You see some stalls up with food. You see a big sign for the bar. There are some like inns nearby. There's a big fountain in the middle.
I'm gonna go check out some of the food stalls. I'm pretty
You're
hungry.
gonna check out the food stalls. I'm pretty
Yeah.
hungry. Alright. So we're not gonna do any rolling yet. So there are a few stalls around. Some of them look like they're selling like fresh fruit and vegetables. One of them is selling fish. Another one is selling some meat from hunting. Another one is selling like grains. There's a small, very unnoticeable vendor, but it's kind of like tucked into all of them that's selling some sweets.
I'm gonna hit fruit and vegetable.
Fruit and vegetable. Alrighty. I don't have any NPCs set up for this one. It's just gonna be me talking.
Okay.
So, the lady running the fruit and vegetable stand, she's an older woman. It looks like this is kind of just what she does on the side. Sorry, Kelsey's free.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Continue, sorry.
Alrighty. You're good. So, the lady who's selling the fruits and vegetables, she's an older woman. She looks like she could probably be someone's grandma. And the fruit at her stand is very well kept. It doesn't look wrinkly or out of sorts. It looks like the food was actually very well taken care of when it was grown, and continued to be well taken care of when it was transported here. You see some, what season? What fruits are in what season? That's a good question.
What season are you playing in?
We're gonna play it for summer, I guess. Alright, so on her stand,
Strawberries,
see-
mangoes.
yeah, you see strawberries, some plums, some cherries, some peaches, blueberries, raspberries, all the sorts.
I'm gonna pick out 3 ripe peaches and put them in a bag.
Are you gonna pay? With the freeze?
Yeah. You know, like at the grocery store, you put them in a bag first?
Girl, this ain't no modern day grocery
Okay,
store.
well... Okay, I pick out 3 ripe peaches and I pay the woman.
She gladly accepts your payment. Where are you off to, dearie?
You know, I'm just exploring. This is my first time being here, so just want to get to know the area a little bit.
The youth
Is there
these
any
days
places-
never travel.
Is there any good places you recommend nearby?
There's a bar not too far from here, dearie. They have the best whiskey.
Sounds good. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Enjoy your travels, dearie. The youth need to be out more like you.
Whiskey.
Grandma loves her whiskey. What can I say?
say?
Exactly, man.
Are there any little kids in the square?
So the stalls were by the fountain in the center. So at the fountain, you see some like you see like a mix of small children, boys and girls, that are kind of like play fighting in the fountain. And you kind of see like a looks like to be like teenager to older, like to like young adult person chasing them out of the fountain because they're not supposed to be in there. But yeah, there's some kids running around. Some of them have like little wooden swords.
Okay. I'm gonna go buy a bag of sweets, and I will call the children away from the fountain.
A bag of what?
Sweets. Candy.
Sweets. There we go. I thought you said wheats, and I'm like, a bag of wheats?
The children yearn for the wheat, Grace.
Mikey core.
What the freak, man?
All right. So,
Yeah, so
the sweet stall. Oh. The sweet stall is like kind of hard to find because it's like really well tucked into the rest of the stalls. Like you kind of walk past it a few times trying to look for it, but you find it eventually. And there's like some candy fruits on a skewer. There's some muffins. There's a few cookies. There's a few like chocolate stuffed croissants.
I'm just gonna pick out a few of everything and pay the vendor.
He thanks you generously because you bought a lot and no one really stops by his stall, so he's very grateful for you.
I'm the baker's side piece. I need to help out the baker. Okay, I'm gonna call the little kids away from the fountain and give them the sweets.
Okay. Can you just do me like a D20 roll?
Mm-hmm.
The children attack.
12.
12? Okay. Your whistle kinda works. It's not the best whistle, not normally like your best, but the children do hear it. And they all look at you, and they can very much see all of the sweets in your hand. And they have stopped everything, and now they are watching you. This is threatening, by the way.
Threatening?
The children attack.
They're not like moving or anything, but they're watching you. They're watching everything you do.
I'm just gonna smile and say, these are for you.
Their faces... Hold on. Actually...
Are you gonna pull up a
You know what?
picture
No, I'm
of
not
the
gonna make you roll for
kids?
that. Children are stupid. Children are stupid. It's okay. The children's faces light up the moment you say that, and now you have like 6 kids running at you. One of them... Actually, what's your armor class?
Sorry, let me find it. Is it just what it says under armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light armor and shield.
Oh, Catherine, armor. Your armor class is 11.
Okay, yeah. One of the kids, like, doesn't stop himself properly in time, so he kind of bumps into you. But he's also really small and kind of just hits, like, where your legs are, so you stumble a bit, but you don't fall over.
Oh.
You see, like...
There you go.
I was scrolled down my
see-
page too far.
You're good.
Four little boys and 2 little girls are looking at you with very happy faces, and they are, like, awaiting you to hand them their sweets.
I give him the sweets.
You give them the sweets. They shout and scream for joy. The person who was trying to fend them off earlier comes up and apologizes, like, profusely. Like, they're on their hands and knees going, like, thank you so much. I'm so sorry they caused you trouble.
They didn't cause me any trouble. Just tell them
Tells you
I
have
was
a
happy
good
to help.
day. Yippee! She thanks you again. She's, like, still, like... She's on her feet now. Like, she's not kneeling or anything, but she's, like, still, like, bowing her head, like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Have a good day. And she, like, kind of hoards all the kids together and tries to move them onward.
I'm just gonna say have a good day and head towards the bar.
Yippee! All right, you. Actually, we'll move on to Kelsey. Kelsey,
Yeah.
Yo.
so you're in Tehran, and yeah, you're in Tehran, and you're there for your job. You don't really know like who summoned you yet, or like what's going on. You just know Tehran is the meetup spot.
Mhm.
And in the capital of Tehran is like a small little like, typical fantasy town. There's some stalls, there's some like there's a few inns nearby, there's a bar, there's a fountain in the very center, stuff like that. What do you want to do?
Oh. Hmm. Can I go to like a flower shop or whatever?
Yeah, you can go to a
Yeah.
flower shop. Um, okay, so you go into a flower shop, and it's at the counter there is a very there's a young adult there. She looks like she's like brand new in the shop, like fresh face. Um, but she's counting the money in the register, and she sees you and she smiles and waves, and then she continues counting her money.
I wave back politely and look at the plants and stuff.
Maybe. Anything you want to look at specifically in a flower shop?
Hold on, I actually don't know that type of. Let's just look at some random plants. Hold on. I don't know.
The
Oh, yeah.
lady at the counter walks up to you and she goes,
Oh,
"Is there
what up?
anything you're looking for?"
I looked up planet. Hold on.
Is there any kind of plant in particular you want? We have all kinds here.
I wasn't prepared for looking up stuff. Sorry.
Who just put a duck noise out?
Are you just standing
Wait.
there awkwardly looking at her?
No, I'm actually ignoring her and just looking at the plants. But now I look at her. I go, "Oh, hello. Do you have any like rare
Hi.
plants? What's the rarest plant you have? I need it for my collection."
Oh, oh, we don't sell rare plants here. We're just like a regular shop.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Was there
No,
anyone
it's
in particular you were looking for the flowers for?
Have you ever heard of like a like a like a purple rose?
A purple rose?
Yes. I have every other color but a purple rose, and I need it to finish off my collection.
Hmm. Can't say that I have. Although I have heard in oh crap, in the northern continent, purple roses aren't too uncommon.
Perfect.
Well, I need to actually add that to my notes.
Yeah. Uh, Grace, is there a name for Upper Continent, or is it just
It's upper
The
continent
Upper
for
East
now.
Side.
okay?
Okay. Yeah, okay. So Kelsey, after that interaction, are you riddled with social anxiety or are you still having a fun time?
I'm just having fun. I'm awkward, but like cool. I I
Do you
figured this.
do you want to keep looking?
Yes, I find this cool purple orchid thing, and I say, "Can I take this one?"
Of course, that'll be 2 copper pieces.
Okay. I reach in my bag and pull out copper pieces and pay like a good
Yippee!
citizen.
I'm so glad none of you have actually like trying to steal anything yet.
I
I-
thought
Hey,
about
Catherine.
I've thought about
I'm
it,
not.
but
I'm not
I'm
chaotic.
jesting. I'm jesting. I'm jesting.
it.
So serious. It's okay. Um, Okay, so Kelsey, are you still gonna be in the thingamabob?
Flower shop.
Yeah,
No, I pay and I leave.
you're paying. You're leaving. All right, where do you want to go now?
Uh, I don't know. Is there like any animals nearby? Like any birds and stuff?
Kelsey, come join us in the bar. Come drink with us,
Do
Kelsey.
you want to?
Yeah. Okay. I just leave. I don't know what to do.
You leaving? Are you allured by the call of the bar?
Sure, why not?
Big sign that just says bar.
I said, ooh, bar.
Does it know
Let's
about
go.
the
It's in big
BAR?
LED lights.
The boar.
There's a plant by it, so I look at it and I go inside, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back to Catherine real quick. So Catherine, before Kelsey goes in the bar, you're kind of standing at the doorway, and you see like a few patrons sitting at like some tables talking. You see a guy passed out in the corner, and you see another guy at the bar, along with the bartender. The guy at the bar, crap, Mikey, what's your character's race?
A tiefling.
Tiefling, right. You see a tiefling at the bar, and he's chugging down a beer. Like, he's just going at it.
I laugh.
Okay.
I head towards the bar and order a whiskey in honor of the old woman.
The bartender sets down a very, like, pleasant-looking glass of whiskey with one of those, like, circular ice cubes.
Ooh.
He gives you a little smirk, and he goes back to cleaning.
Okay, I'm gonna just sit there and nurse it for a second.
All right. Actually, Mikey, do you and Kat want to do like a little role play before I introduce Kelsey, or?
Sure.
Sure.
Mikey, you see this girl just like taking her time with her whiskey, and you're chugging down your beer.
Come here often.
Not a big drinker, are you?
Big drinker, aren't you?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. No, it's just, I've been craving one.
You're not used to good beer?
I'm not used to many things.
Where are you from?
This off-beaten town, like 2 continents over. Not many, okay. Not many people really know the name of it. It's been a while since I've been there.
I gotcha. What are you around here for?
I got hired to do this job by some random person telling us to meet at this capital in this continent. So, I don't know many details, but
Interesting. Sounds familiar.
really, what are you here for?
Might be the same as you.
Really? Do you know anything I don't?
I was just told to show up here, and I felt the call of the bar. So, yes, I was right.
The bar is a very strong call.
All right. I'm gonna end it.
The call of alcohol, it's great.
I was just told they had good whiskey.
I haven't really done anything else other than coming here. It looks like the dude over in the corner there passed out was having a great time.
You might not be too far off.
No, you'd be surprised by how much liquor I could hold.
Prove it.
Bartender.
As soon as you say that, Catherine, another elf walks in the bar.
Two elves walk in a bar.
Who else
It's really
walking to
funny.
the bar?
You both are elf druids. It's really funny to see.
I know.
Hello, sorry. I will be right back. I have to go take medicine.
All right, go take your meds. I'll narrate Kelsey's walk-in.
Is Kelsey
all right.
or Kelsey the same type of elf?
I don't actually know.
Because I'm a woodland elf.
Chad, I don't know either. Let me look.
Kelsey.
Okay.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all are
Oh, it
just
don't matter.
twinning.
Okay. We twinning.
Yeah, if it mattered, I would have told you. All right, so Kelsey,
Okay.
you walk in this bar. You see
Mhm.
in the corner a guy passed out. He's
Oh.
got like a few bottles and cans near him, but he's passed out. He's done for.
Song.
The rest of the bar is kind of empty. There's a few patrons that are sitting together and like talking quietly. And then you see the bartender, whose image I put in the artwork and images section. And you see two people sitting at the bar together, kind of having some fun. They're having some light chatter. One of them's got what looks like to be beer, and the other one has what looks like to be whiskey.
Nice.
Kelsey walked in.
Walked in and saw everyone at the bar. Yep.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Kels?
Can I walk up to the bar?
Yeah. You walk up to the bar. You see? Yeah. So when you walk up to the bar, you sit down and you see the bartender. He is cleaning some glasses. Every now and then he'll go out and refill some drinks from the patrons. He's kind of like making sure like that the other two people sitting at the bar, like their drinks are good. He's managing his little restaurant area.
Mhm. Hello, sir. Sorry. Hi, sir.
Hello,
Excuse
sir.
Hello, sir.
Can I please have some more?
No. Hi. Excuse me. Can I have a glass of water?
Of course. He
Pussy.
sits down a very. You want to repeat that, Catherine?
It was under my breath.
That's
She
what I
didn't hear
thought.
it.
He sets down a nice cup of ice cold water, and he is cleaning a glass, but he's talking to you. What are you doing here?
Oh, some guy just called me in the city for a job, I think.
I'm gonna clarify. If you guys want to role play, like at any time, you can just like butt in. You don't
Okay.
have to wait for me to say like, oh, you can role play.
Oh, you should not have told me that.
All right. Where are you from?
The woods.
Pardon?
The woods.
The
Like
woods.
you. Yeah, I live in there.
Interesting. You said you're here for a mission? You're hired?
Yes. Yeah, some guy just called me to the city. I'm just here. Ooh, I bought this plant. Want to see? I pull out my big plant. I think it's big.
Mikey and I exchange eye contact.
Yeah. At this point, I've finished my first beer, and after Catherine saying "prove it," or I get what Catherine, it's Atla.
Yes, Atla.
Okay. After Atla saying "prove it," I very loudly, because I'm not drunk, but I also want to make a very clear thing that I can hold my alcohol. I yell, "Bartender, another!"
I roll my eyes.
Kelsey, the bartender slips away from your conversation, replying with "Of course, sir," as he takes Mikey's glass and pours another one.
Okay, I pour my water into my plant.
Thank you, sir. And then I start to just, at the same pace as the last one, just start drinking that one. As I start to kind of like look over at this new elf that has sat down with her bottle of water not a bottle, glass of water at the bar.
I turn to Cassie. So what do you think he needs 2 elves for the same mission?
Oh, you're on the mission too?
Seems like it.
What a twinkie dink. But I don't know.
You've clearly got an infatuation with flowers.
Yep, can't get enough of them. I have a whole collection. I've over 1,000 just in my garden.
Where do you plan to keep that?
Oh, I have a bag
For flowers?
for everything.
Would they
Pray
not?
tell, what else is in this mysterious bag?
Let's see. I have a twig, my lucky twig. I have this weird rock I found on the way here. It kind of looks like an ear. Look at it.
I like quietly curse under my breath in a different language so that they don't realize what I'm saying.
What language?
Draconic.
Okay.
And it's just I say that and then like I don't know what curse word. I'd probably just damn it, but it's just we've got a stupid person on this job.
Ouch.
Damn.
It's the cursing's not loud enough for anyone to really hear, but the other half of that message is probably loud enough for Atla to hear.
I smile and order another whiskey.
The bartender sets down another whiskey. As you guys are talking, it's getting, we're gonna say when you guys arrived it was mid-afternoon, so now it's becoming early evening, and now more people are walking into the bar. There's a few crowds that head in every now and then, and the bar is suddenly filling up with people, and it becomes louder to hear. And as people are walking in, a hooded figure walks in. You can't really see much from his face, but he sits down in an area that is like kind of away from like the other patrons in the bar, and kind of sits like at the end of the bar.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
In game or in reality?
In game.
In game.
She's got to piss her pants.
The bartender directs you to where the bathroom is. You have to pass. It's at the other side of the building, which is ironically where the hooded figure is. Catherine is pissing.
Yes, I kind of look over. I'm looking at this dude who just walked in, assumingly a dude, and I just have no interest in approaching him right now, and I just keep drinking.
When I walk by, can I try and sneakily check him for any sort of weapons or bags?
Can you roll me investigation?
Is that a 20?
Yeah, it's the D20, and you add whatever your intelligence modifier is.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 plus 11, or plus 5 is 11.
Oh, wow. Holy hell. Okay. So, he has, like, a short sword, but it's sheathed, so it's not a threat currently. It's kind of tucked away to keep it, like, hidden. The hooded figure, you can tell it's a man. I will say that. You can tell it's an older man. He's got, like, some gray hair poking out. Other than that and the sword, there's not really much you can, like, get a good grip on. Like, the hood does a really good job of what it's supposed to do. Oh. It's me!
She deafened. I don't know what happened.
Grace, you went out. We didn't hear that last
No,
part.
she deafened. She must have had to do something real quick.
Oh, okay.
I think she said, "Excuse me."
Oh.
She had to really piss her pants.
What's up?
How was dinner, Kels?
It was good. We had some tacos. It was kind of bland.
Okay, I've returned.
Hello.
Yay!
My mother was telling me when I am leaving to go meet my sister tomorrow,
Gotcha.
that I can return to school.
Fun.
Okay.
And my was there. Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the bathroom.
You're gonna go to the bathroom?
Was
You're pissing, girl.
was the
It's-
only thing that she saw the little like short sword?
Yeah, she shot a short sword. Yeah, she could see the short sword and like a little bit of like gray hair poking out. I mean, you can't see that.
Well, yeah,
but
I know.
roll investigation.
I'm not writing that down. I'm just writing hooded figure.
Oh, you're putting it in your little notes.
I'm not. I didn't write that down because I wouldn't know that, but I wanted to make sure that Catherine didn't miss anything.
Yeah. I'm going to head back from the bathroom, come sit next to Mike, and tell him about the sword.
Okay.
I'll just let him know that I couldn't find anything else, but I didn't check very thoroughly.
Okay. I don't know what to make of him. He certainly walked in here with an air of curiosity to him.
He looks old.
He might.
I think maybe we should move to a back table and see if he reacts.
I think that would be wise to do. I stand up, beer still in hand.
Bartender, give me one more whiskey.
Actually,
He sets down another whiskey.
yeah, I sit back down. I ask for another beer so that I can dual wield my
He sets
beers.
He sets down another beer.
And then I stand up with my beers.
Did
and
you
then-
say water, Kelsey?
Yes, please.
You get another water.
And then I stand up with my beers and slowly make my way to a table not next to where the hooded figure is sitting, but about like 2 or 3 tables over in the back.
Okay. Is it just you that moves?
I follow him.
You follow
I
him?
also
Okay. The hooded figure, after about like 5-10-ish minutes, he slowly moves from his spot at the bar down to where you guys are sitting, and he takes off his hood to reveal. Please let this be the right. Yes, it's the right file. This is what he looks like.
Okay.
He's a
And
cutie.
he introduced. Girl, he is old.
Catherine, is everyone a cutie?
Not like I'm attracted to him, but he's a cutie. He's just a cute old man.
He has seen the horrors of war. leave
Also,
him
I'm
alone.
300.
Okay. He introduces himself as, actually, I'm gonna do this part in character. My name is Derlin. I'm the man who hired you all. I brought you all here on Oh.
Sorry, I was literally just gonna say I pass him the extra beer I got.
He shakes his head and waves his hand. No, thank you. I don't drink.
Okay, then I just drink both.
How did you know we were all at the bar?
I can't tell you that yet.
Stalker.
Then why should we believe what you're about to tell us?
Do you still have the letter I handed you explaining why you were here?
I do.
I also do.
He pulls out.
I do.
He pulls out. Hold on. Words are blanking. I love when this happens.
Describe it.
He pulls out his own. He pulls out the reply notes that you all handed to him, because I'm
Got
gonna
it.
assume you all replied saying like, yeah, we accept the job or not. So he takes out all of your reply letters.
Okay.
Is this enough to prove my trustworthiness?
For now.
It's enough to prove that you wrote us. It doesn't prove that we can trust you.
Fair enough. The matter of which I've summoned you here for is for Imperial matters. The job you are meant to do, you are to escort the Crown Prince of Lyros to... Hold on, I'm reading my notes. You
How
are
do
to
you...
escort the Crown Prince of Lyros to Horios. There are issues among trade with the two kingdoms, and the prince needs to go to negotiate. However, given his high ranking, he cannot go by himself.
Grace.
Why us?
Oh, sorry, Grace.
Yeah.
Just real quick, how do you spell these capital or kingdom names? Sorry.
You're good, Pookie. Lyros is Lyrys.
Lyrys.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Horios is Horys.
Orys.
And then Durlan is Durlan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're escorting, or he's asking us to escort Crown Prince of Lyros to
Yes. Horios.
Horios. Got it.
Yeah. The two kingdoms are at unrest. There's tension. Hence why I asked to meet you all here in Tehran, where it's neutral. I summoned you all because you have your own little bit of fame, but also you're not as known as other mercenaries, which makes it easier for him to go unnoticed. If famed bodyguards were watching him, it'd draw suspicion.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Is there anyone we should be on the lookout for specifically?
We don't know the details yet. Just that anyone from, Horios is of suspicion. This could be rogues, thieves, other mercenaries.
Has he been threatened?
Not out front, not outright. But there's always potential threat with being the Crown Prince. You're next in line for the throne.
How will we be
When
being
do we
paid?
start?
Can one of you speak instead
Sorry,
of the two?
How will we
Might
be
be-
being paid?
We will give... Hold on, I gotta do fractions in my head real quick. The payment will be separated into 3 increments. The first payment will be given to you tomorrow morning before we depart. It will be a third of what you were promised. The second increment will be paid when we are at the halfway point, and the third increment will be paid when he arrives. You will also get a bonus if he returns safely back to Tehran.
How long will he be in wherever he's going?
Horios.
That is unclear. Negotiations can be either quick, or they can go for a long period of time. Either way,
What, are we
if you
just
escort him
right now?
there, you will be promised... Either way, when you escort him there, you will be promised rooms to stay.
Ooh.
You will not have to worry about food or root or housing after you bring him to Horios. That will be promised.
You said there's unrest between kingdoms. How likely is it
Yes.
that we will encounter some sort of threat along the way?
Unlikely. Not many people should know of the fact that the Crown Prince is going to Horios. The chances of you coming across someone who would have their bad intentions set out for him is unlikely.
And if we
At the
do,
very least,
who
if
is
you
to
do,
blame?
there should not be... Can you repeat that, Kat?
If we do run into someone, who should we blame for getting the information out?
Should someone find out that information, I would suggest you... Hold on, let me figure this part out. I didn't think about that.
Sorry.
You're good. That's a good question.
We like information.
Yeah.
I will be traveling with you. Should anyone else discover that the Crown Prince is traveling, I will take the responsibility so that it does not befall upon your reputation. Should something happen. However, should anyone attempt to try to fight us, given your skill sets, I highly doubt it is not someone you cannot fight off.
Who else knows?
Only the court of Horios. Only the court of Horios knows that the Crown Prince is on the way.
Okay.
This sounds like a fairly straightforward deal then.
What time?
Should you
what time
all-
do you meet in the morning?
7 in the morning. I shall meet you back here. I'm gonna clarify as the DM, this bar does have like room. It's like a bar.
It's like a
inn, So
tavern.
there's rooms. Yeah, it's like a tavern. I should have specified that. Meet me down here tomorrow around 7 in the morning. We will depart as soon as everyone is here. I have a gift for you bestowed by the Crown Prince.
Ooh, what is it?
Actually, no. Scratch that. It's not by the Crown Prince. I forgot I had that in my notes. You guys don't know who the stuff will come from.
Okay.
But he will say that he has a gift for you.
Well, then I guess we
I
better
love that I
get
don't
to.
memorize my own details.
I guess we better get to bed then.
Yeah, you got a nasty hangover in the morning.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bartender, I'll take a whiskey for the road.
I'll take another beer.
Apologies, but no glasses are allowed to go up into the rooms.
Pipe it straight into my mouth.
I'll finish it in the bar. I'll finish it in the bar, and then I'll go up to the room.
Okay.
I take my whiskey like a shot, slam the glass down, and leave the bar.
The bartender, without like looking at you, but he like speaks to you saying, "Have a good night." He is still
Have a good
cleaning
night.
He is still cleaning the unending amount of dishes.
Real.
I finish my last beer, and then I, with a slight buzz now, since I'm like 4 beers deep, ask him if there is space in the rooming.
Of course, we always have space. Is there anywhere in particular you'd like to stay?
No, just
Within the rooms?
any room is perfect.
Any room? He hands you... Catherine, you already left, right?
I did.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna hand... Mikey, the bartender, is gonna hand you 2 keys.
Okay.
They say 203 and 204, so because the rooms are on the second floor of the tavern, so he hands you 2 keys and he says, "Give this one to the other lady. I highly doubt she'll be able to go to bed without getting into her room."
Fair enough, I guess. And I turn around and I walk towards Cassie, and I say, "This one's for you." And then I go up to my room.
No.
Mikey, that key was for me.
Well, you left.
I know.
I'll find. I wait.
It's okay.
Yeah, the key
I
was
picked-
for Catherine.
Oh,
I
okay.
picked a lock to get into my room.
She left without a key.
You know, I
You really are getting drunk.
I honestly, I feel like that works better.
I picked a lock to get into my room.
I walk over to the bartender, and I say, I think this is for our friend. Can I have another key?
Of course. And he hands you a key that says 206.
Perfect. Thank you. And here's a little tip. I pass him a little flower, and then I walk away.
He wishes you good night as he continues cleaning. So, what are you guys gonna do now? Catherine, what are you doing?
I find
I
Catherine.
picked the lock to get into my room.
Oh,
I go to bed because I don't
It's not Mikey's problem
realize.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't realize that that was meant for Atla. I thought it was for Cassie, so I assumed that it's not my problem.
I took a short rest and then I stay up in my room.
Girl,
planning
you
for the
can't get in your room.
I picked the lock.
Oh, you picked it? Okay. I did not hear that bit.
I said it like 4 times.
Well. Well. Alright, so you're resting?
I took a short rest and then I woke up hours early to plan.
Grace, if I were to just sleep until it's time, would that be long rest?
I'm not gonna count it as anything, because
Okay.
really all long rest does is just heal you fully,
Yeah,
and none
and
of
we
you
haven't
have
done
lost
anything
any
yet.
HP. So you don't have to count it as like long rest or short rest or anything.
Okay.
Kat, before we get into like the early stages of the night, Kelsey, what are you doing? You have 2 keys.
Well, I find Atla's door open, so I just like plop it in there on the bedside table. Whoa.
Saber.
Neighbor.
And then I go to my room, and then I don't know. I don't fall asleep.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Alright, Catherine, now you have your key. Do you even notice it when it gets to your room, or are you still resting at that point?
I heard it, but I didn't grab it.
Don't care? Alright. So, before everyone else is normally awake, Al is already up planning stuff. Mikey and Kelsey, can you just roll me like a d20 real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Can I do that with the app?
Yes.
That's how I do
Okay.
it.
D20.
Can I wait? What the? There we go.
Roll.
I rolled a 12.
I have a 7.
Okay. So, Alright, so Mikey, you're gonna be up next.
Okay.
So, Atla's already up. She's been up since like, what? How long would you say Atla's up, Kat?
What time did we go to bed?
Let me think. Y'all probably went to bed around like 8 or 8:30.
Okay, I woke up at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Okay. So Atla's been up at 1 a.m. Mikey Ignavis, I'm gonna say he wakes up around 5.
Okay.
He had quite a decent sleep, but he still woke up like not at a very preferable time. He wakes up around 5. What's he
Yeah.
doing?
I groan, realizing there's not enough time to go back to sleep, and I head down, see if there's any breakfast that the bartender's giving out.
There is no one tending the bar. The
I
bartender ain't up.
yeah, he's just not up yet type thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
type shit.
Yeah.
Can I join Mikey down at the bar and give him one of the sweets?
You can go down to the bar. You don't know Ignavis is up yet.
Wait, where is he?
After
He's at the bar, right?
I was after realizing he's not there, I kind of like grumble to myself and then walk out to try and find food.
Can I be headed down to the bar and I run into him?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. What are you doing up?
I'm trying to find food.
I have sweets from yesterday if you're interested.
What kind?
Croissants and muffins.
I'll take a croissant.
Okay. I hand him 2.
And I'll just sit down at one of the tables at the bar and then just snack on those until it's time to depart then.
Alrighty. Alright, so Kelsey, you rolled a 7. You're gonna wake up at 6:30. You have 30 minutes to get ready.
Oh my gosh.
So what is your little morning routine go?
I don't think I really need to get ready. I just walk out. I don't think I
Did you
got
just go to bed in
undressed.
the same clothes you were wearing?
Was I not supposed to? That's what I did.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Did you go
Oh
to bed
no.
in the same clothes?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
So you just pack up your stuff and go downstairs?
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty. So you go downstairs. Ignavis, there's like some crumbs where he's sitting. He's sitting at a table. It looks like he had eaten something that like left a mess. He was really tired when he did it, so he didn't clean up very well. Haha.
Sue me.
And Atla is kind of just sitting next to him, and she's just chilling. They're both chilling. They're waiting.
Morning, guys.
And
That's
as
my food.
Good morning.
I'll toss Kelsey a muffin.
Thank you.
Kelsey,
No, no, no.
Kelsey, hold on. Can
Oh,
you
sorry.
can
Uh,
you roll me?
uh,
Can you roll me acrobatics?
which one is that?
Hold on, Kelsey. I'll help you find it.
Clarity.
Yeah. You're just gonna roll a d20 and then add your
Dexterity.
Okay.
yeah, your dexterity to it.
Roll. 19 plus
Nice.
2 is
21.
21.
Oh wow! All right, you catch the muffin like flawlessly, like not
Oh,
a
yeah.
single crumb drops.
She caught it in her mouth.
You
Can I
caught
keep
it
it in
in
my
your
mouth?
mouth.
Yeah.
It just landed so perfectly, like effortless throw, effortless catch.
Oh no.
I give a impressed clap.
I still very groggy because I woke up. I got rest, but I'm still tired. I kind of just like very slightly clap.
I bow.
As your little shenanigan is happening, Durin, or Durlin, walks back in. Sorry, I just came up with these names today through a random generator, so I'm still learning them too.
You're good.
All good.
Durlin walks in. His hood is down, but he's still wearing his little cloak thing, and he sits down at a table. He is also chewing on a muffin that he got from yesterday. And he says, "Good morning."
Morning.
Morning.
He finishes up his muffin, and he's gonna say, "Before we depart, I have something to give you." And
Is
he
it
hands
money?
each of you. Well, kinda. He hands each of you a satchel. Mikey, your satchel has stitching on it that resembles flames on the front and a warm gradient on the strap. The clasp has 2 buckles, and they have decorative burn marks on the strap. Catherine, your satchel has stitching that resembles wind and fog, with an icy blue gradient on the strap. Your clasp is just a regular button, but the button is in the shape of a dog print. Elsie, your bag has a big sigil on the front, only recognizable to you, and it's in gold stitching. The base color of the bag is a deep purple, a dye only a very rich family could afford. It's very clean and pristine. Inside all of your bags has a new letter, a small pouch of funds, and a map.
Okay.
I'm going to open up the map and roll it out on one of the tables.
I kind of try and
Alrighty.
examine the money that's in there. Are you able to tell me how much he gave us?
Okay, you have 10 copper pieces, 20 silver pieces, and 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that. I don't really know how D&D money works, so we're gonna guesstimate.
So what's this map for?
The map is to help us navigate to Kingdom A. Or sorry, that's what I have in my notes. To, what's it called?
Horios?
Lyros.
Or Lyros?
Yes, to Lyros.
Okay,
First, we have to get the Crown Prince.
true.
Meeting you here in the neutral area was just to establish whether or not you were going to continue with the mission.
Gotcha.
However, we still have to go get the Crown Prince.
Oh.
It's not a very far walk. Terran is actually very close to Lyros. It's like, I don't know, maybe like it's a very short walk. Like they border each other.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Alrighty. Anything else you guys wanna ask?
What was the third thing in the back, the satchel again? It was the funds, the map, and what?
The letter.
Oh, yes, the letter.
An extra letter.
I... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, inside the letter is just like, a confirmation letter from the court of Lyros, so that when you go to the Horios, they can like confirm that you're who you say you are.
Okay. Is there anything else
Can
we
I
should...
pull the old man aside to speak to him privately?
Yeah, you can pull him aside.
I want to ask him how he knows about what to put on each satchel.
He says he doesn't know where the bags came from. He's just the messenger and deliverer of them.
I stare at him for a second, and then I move on.
Alright. The two of you return back to the table.
Is there anything else we should know before we go on to this journey?
The forest path on the way to Lyros is known to have some goblin tents set up. They're not much of a threat, and they can generally be reasoned with. I will say that's the only thing we should probably take note of before we head out.
Alright.
Can I pull Cassie and Ignavius aside?
Sure.
What do you want to say?
Did you guys notice the satchels?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's weird.
I don't know about each of you and what yours means, but I know that no one should know the information about what the things on mine mean.
Agreed.
I don't like it.
And while I still plan on taking this job for my personal reasons, I think we need to watch out.
I'm ready whenever.
I just got a whole lot more shady to me.
I think each night we should take turns keeping watch while the others sleep.
Agreed.
Yes.
And I'm choosing to have you guys on my side for this. But I don't trust him.
Me neither.
Me too. Or 3.
Okay. That's all I needed to say.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we should start
We
then.
can just-
I turn back to him
Okay.
and then I say, I think we should start then.
Agreed. We should head out as soon as possible, if the rest of you are ready.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright. Let's go!
Let's
Alright.
go.
Before we continue, are you guys, like, on a curfew or anything?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm sitting alone in my apartment right now.
I'm at home. I have been staying up until like 1 in the morning.
Real. I've been doing that because of college, and it literally sucks, because I have no reason to, and it's like, I don't know why I'm staying up till 2 in the morning. I just am. Alright.
It's just
Um,
for fun.
Past my bedtime. Just kidding.
Kelsey passes out.
see, normally I pass out around like 10 o'clock, and now I'm not passing out till 2 in the morning, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. But anyways, we can move on from that.
Let's go.
I'm gonna make the journey to Lyros really short.
Okay.
Because I kind of want to end the session with getting the prince. So, so y'all are walking through like there's like an established path through this forest. Like people have walked this road several times before. There's signs and stuff navigating like, oh, here's where you go for this town or whatever. So you start walking the path to Lyros. Derlin, he walks kind of ahead. Well, kind of because he kind of has to show you guys where you're going.
Mhm.
But you guys are all kind of like behind him. And the forest is pretty normal. It's a little thick forest, so it's kind of hard to like see through everything. But like you can navigate it pretty well because you're on like an established path.
Mhm.
It seems pretty normal for now.
Is it? It's like we're on a path, but then like there's like somewhat dense forestry around us.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use my dark vision to see if I can see anything in the woods?
Sure.
Do I see anything?
It's not very dark in the woods, so.
Okay. I wasn't sure
Can I ask-
how I wasn't sure how
Yeah.
dense it was. Like if there wasn't a lot of
Oh.
sunlight coming through or not.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. You can, like... It seems pretty empty in the woods.
Okay.
Like, there's not much going on. Yeah. Anyone else?
I don't know. I just
Um,
look around in awe. I feel like the forest.
Can I check the old man again for what he's carrying?
Yes. Roll me perception this time. In D&D Beyond, you can click, like, perception, and it'll
Mhm.
automatically add, like, the modifier and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Grace.
15.
15?
Yes.
Okay. He is pretty much he's in a different change of clothes this time. It's still relatively similar to what he wore yesterday. He still has his little short sword sheath, so it's out in the open this time though. Now that he has interacted with you all, you can see, everyone can see that he has a short sword in a sheath. He's still wearing his cloak. He's in, what is the image I have for him? He's in like a red jacket almost. The cloak is, he has a dark black cloak on with the red. It almost looks like a uniform underneath. Discord, what are we doing? What are we doing right here? No, leave me alone. There we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. But he is as he says he is. There's not much else to note about him. There is, I will say this, there is a bit of like a vibe of like he's seen battle before. And that's obvious given the scar on his face.
Can I
There
roll
is
like?
something else.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, what do you want to roll?
I was gonna say, can I roll some sort of like history on his uniform? Did you say yes?
Yes, I did. You can roll history on his uniform.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I need to reload the app. My computer turned off. 15 plus 5, 20.
Damn, okay. The uniform, you suddenly realize why this uniform looks so familiar. It's the uniform for the Imperial Guard of Lyros. And not only is he in the Imperial Guard uniform, he's wearing like a top commander uniform.
Did you say he was
This
gonna
man
have something
serves-
else?
No, it was gonna add to it. Like, it was gonna add like something. There was something he was hiding, but given that you just did the history check on his uniform, that kind of. Yeah. This man
Okay.
serves on the Imperial Guard as a top commander.
Okay. I'm gonna fall back a little bit and share this with Ignavis and that's right, Ignavis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignavis and Cassie. So guys,
What do you two have to say about that?
Oh shoot.
Well, he did say that he was part of the, like, he didn't say he was part of the guard for Lyros, but he did say he was from Lyros, and we are, like, escorting the Crown Prince of Lyros, so I'd assume they'd send one of their higher-ups, would they not?
He also said he had no idea where the bags were from.
That is
And
true.
if he's one of the highest Imperial guards helping the prince, that sounds like something he would know more about.
Yeah, you're right. That does seem suspicious.
But
Should we...
him being a high up guard also means he can fight.
That is true.
So he may come in handy. But if this goes south, he could be a tough challenge.
I say we run with it for now, knowing what we know. And if something goes south, we can go about it a different way then.
Okay.
Agreed.
Grace, what time of the day is it now? Is it still early morning?
Yeah, it's probably late morning at this point. I mean, y'all have been. I mean, it's a short walk considering you're walking, but it's also a walk, so it's a little bit long, I guess. If that makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys left around like 7 in the morning, at this point it's probably like close to 10.
Okay.
And you guys have had breaks in between. I'll say that. He's not gonna make you walk nonstop.
Non-stop.
Can I roll some sort of stealth to just check the area for signs of goblins?
Sure.
Five.
5. Nah, there's no goblins here.
I know I looked around using, or I just looked around in the forest, not really searching for anything specific, but would I be able to look again?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Instead of dark vision this time, can you roll for perception?
Yes. Hold on, I realized that I added, my copy of my character is the one that actually has the stuff that it should for what version we're playing on, and the other one is my wild magic version, so I've had to mess with stuff. What am I rolling for?
Perception.
Perception, got you. 21.
Damn. It's so, I cannot emphasize how small, so very, very, very faint of a noise. But you hear like a little bit of movement in bushes, but it sounds so faint, like it's kind of far away.
Okay.
Like they don't, whatever is in those bushes can't see you, but you can most definitely like kind of hear it.
Okay. I tell Cassie and Atla to be on their guard. I have a bad feeling about whatever I'm hearing, but I have no true ability to know what it is.
can I roll an insight on the old man?
Yes.
$16.
As far as you can tell, he is what he says he is. He has not spoken an untruth for as long as you guys have talked with him. He's been very clear about the end goal and his intention with what he asks from you guys. He genuinely does not know where those bags came from. He's just a guard.
Okay.
Okay. I say we just keep walking then, and be on the lookout for anything suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speed it up, actually.
Oh, okay.
You guys are gonna head to Lyros.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little impatient, and I really want to introduce the Crown Prince, because I
Fair
kind
enough.
of vibe with him. Alright, so you finally, like, get to a clearing in this forest, and it looks like you enter, like, a very similar, like, town entrance to Tehran.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like a more, like, you can see, like, that this is part of a kingdom.
Okay.
So, you're in, like, a more common area in Lyros.
Mm-hmm.
And Derlin stops walking and he turns to face you guys and he says, "The Crown Prince is waiting for us, ironically, in a tavern nearby."
I cannot wait for more beer.
I roll my eyes.
The tavern is called, the Drowning Cat.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Damn.
Supposedly it's his favorite place to be when he's not supposed to be doing his duties.
Grace trying to kill me.
Kinda eye rolls. Kinda eye rolls at that. Alright. He is gonna...
Can we roll some?
Continue.
Can I roll some sort of perception on the bar to make sure there's no there's nobody hiding or there's not like guards or something inside?
Yeah. You guys are outside the bar. Kat, you can do your little, I'll say perception.
Ten.
10. I don't know. It's kind of a lazy afternoon right now, given that it's like just starting to be the afternoon. The tavern's pretty full. It sounds like from the inside that it's just a bunch of like just guys in there having fun, doing their drinking and bit. It doesn't sound like there's anyone like important in there. Like people are having a good time. So there couldn't really be someone important in there, you know?
Grace, real quick, can I roll a history check on just Lyros as a whole? To see if I know anything now that we're here. Oh.
Mikey, not saying that you can't. I have a really, really high history check.
Yeah, I know. I also just rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
No, I got a 2 because I have a +1, but
No, if it's a nat 1, it's an automatic
Yeah.
fail. So, man, you really cannot think much about Lyros. Like, you just, it
Never
doesn't
heard
sound
of it.
familiar at all. This place is totally new to you. You didn't even know, like, there was royalty or anything. Like, that still exists? Crazy.
you know, it might be because of the beer,
Lyros
but
is... a little after effect of the beer. Man, that beer at that tavern was really strong.
it was good.
Their tap was
No,
crazy.
you couldn't hold your liquor, Ignatus.
Hey, I'm not hungover.
Yeah, says you. Alright, do you guys want to enter the... Derlin walks in.
Okay.
Do you guys want to follow in after him, or are you gonna hang outside?
I'll follow.
I'll follow too.
I'll
follow?
follow.
All right, y'all follow him in. It's a rowdy tavern. Like, Atla heard a little bit of it from the outside, but it does not compare to what it actually is on the inside. Like, there's people having fun. They're like singing terrible songs. There's a guy jamming it on the piano in the like, corner of the building. It's a rowdy tavern. There's a broken glass somewhere on a table. You don't know where, but you can definitely hear like, oh, there's glass breaking happening here. But so Derlin walks up to a table, kind of in like the center left side, and at that table is a guy. He is not discreet at all with hiding anything. Like, he's just having fun out in the open, and he says, "Everyone, this is the Crown Prince of Lyros, Prince Heron."
Mm.
And I'm gonna say this as the DM, don't get fooled by the little smile. There was not like a devious smirk option in the pit crew.
Crazy. Hello, sire.
But this is Prince Heron. This is the man you will be escorting to Horios. And Heron, and you can see at the table with Prince Heron, there's a glass or two nearby. But in his speech, he doesn't sound like drunk or tipsy or anything. He actually sounds really well off. So, well, hello everybody. Are these my escorts? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Guess so.
Prince Heron, this is Ignavis, Atla, and Cassie. They will be escorting you to Horios. My. Introduce yourselves to me. I know I got the rundown from Gramps over here, but tell me about yourselves.
Gramps.
Oh, did he not tell you? Oh, Uncle, you've got to be joking with me.
Uncle.
Uncle.
Yes. This is Derlin, my uncle. He might be the captain of the Imperial Guard, but he's still Gramps to me.
That would have been good information to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Derlin
Alright,
is not
well-
speaking. He's a little mad, but he's used to it. He's like annoyed. But he's not answering any of this taunting.
So, Gramps, anything else we should know?
Do not refer to me that way. I tolerate it from my nephew, but I do not tolerate it from other people.
I don't tolerate information being kept from me, so guess we all have to put up with things.
Oh.
I turn to Prince
It's a-
Heron and now ask him, is there anything that we should know that we have not already been told?
I don't know what you have or haven't been told.
Not very much.
Not much.
Well, then you know as much as I do.
You don't know why you're going to
Well,
Horios?
I know why I'm going. I'm going for negotiations. I'd assume you were told that.
No, I'm kidding. We were.
We were told that, but not much else.
Oh, it's just boring old negotiations. Trade in a certain area has been stumped recently, and even the previous tensions of the two kingdoms, I have to go and just negotiate to make things better. It's one of the things my parents are having me do since I'm getting close to taking their throne.
I pull out the satchel that Derlin has given us. Your uncle gave us these, all with their own different symbols on them. Do you know where they're from?
Oh, gorgeous. Oh, I love the embroidery on them. No, I don't know who exactly designed them. I am the one who sent them off to you, but it was under a friendly name that I know.
And what would
What
that
name?
name be?
Well, I can't give away their secrets, can I?
You can. We won't tell.
Can I roll an insight?
You can roll insight.
16.
Okay. In your insight, Prince Heron's a little bit of a bitch, so you're gonna note that.
Oh.
He's not lying when he says it's from a friendly name, so he is acquainted with the person who made the bags. However, he himself does not actually know, like, how they're made. He didn't even know of their designs before they were sent out. That's why he reacted the way he did. I'll let you choose how you feel about it.
Can
but
I?
He doesn't.
Sorry. Can I roll a persuasion check and try and get him to tell us the name?
Sure.
Okay. Let me roll and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna say. Okay, I got a 17.
All right.
Okay. I'm sorry, sire, but I don't think a name could hurt very much. It's just we're all very interested in who this man or woman may be.
Sire, please drop the formalities. It's supposed to be a secret that I'm here. Here, let me do something real quick. Yeah. I suppose a name couldn't hurt, but I shan't say it in this crowded area. Let's leave the tavern first, and then I'll share.
Well, I guess we'd better start on our way then. You can tell us on the way.
Wonderful. Let's head out then.
I'm gonna walk out, I assuming with him.
Yeah,
I'll follow
he walks
behind.
out.
I follow behind.
Derlin is taking up the rear, and he just gives out, like, a big sigh, like, like, he knows,
Derlin.
he knows we're in for a long journey. What did you say, Kat?
What's wrong, darling? Is your nephew not your favorite?
I wouldn't say that. I love my nephew. He is a young adult. That's all I'll say. He's had a very nice upbringing.
I can
It's a
tell.
shame
He's
he
a brat.
It's a shame he couldn't apply that to his manners.
Ooh.
It's okay. I've dealt with a lot. We can deal with the brat.
He chuckles a little. I'm gonna say this the way that Derlin answers you, Kat. He's a little exasperated, but there's no malice in what he says.
I figured.
Alright. Alright, so as you guys walk out, Derlin hands Prince Heron a cloak because this guy did not bring one with him because secrecy is not his forte. It is, he's a rogue. But he just don't care. So he's handed a cloak and he puts it on and he's like, "Alright, you guys coming or what?"
I mean, might as well. You can only get paid one way, and that's by doing the job.
Ooh, I like the way you think.
I begin
right,
to just. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, as you guys, you say what you want to say.
I was just gonna say I was gonna walk towards him and just kind of like motion for everybody to start walking too.
All right. You guys are all walking. Sorry, I'm laying down and I just had to sit up. You guys are walking, and he is just kind of chatting it up with Derlin, just going over what they need to, like the points that he needs to go over when he gets to the negotiation bit. He's kind of just like in the front, walking with Derlin, and you guys are kind of taking the rear, and he's not answered your question, Mikey.
Mm-hmm. I turn to
Where's
Kat.
the name, Prince?
The name
What's
of the
the name?
man or woman who made this satchel?
Gosh, man or woman, you sound like my grandparents.
Whatever. I'm not gonna discriminate.
Oh. My apologies, I completely forgot. The name of who?
The one who made
Oh.
The
the
satchel
satchel.
makers.
Oh, the satchel maker! Ah. Oh gosh, who was it that made those? Oh, of course, I remember now. Oh, hold on. Actually, give me a sec. I didn't think about that. My friend Carrie.
Your friend Carrie.
That's her name.
Carrie
My friend
what?
Carrie. Oh, my good friend Carrie. Oh, she and I go all the way back to when we were both young. Oh, she's a dear.
Stop
You
it
would
with the
love her.
jokes. Carrie what?
Carrie, oh. Unfortunately, she was never given a last name. Never knew her family.
Uh-huh.
You go way
She's
back
like a
with
sister.
someone, you don't know their name?
Yeah, that's a hella suspicious.
I didn't say I didn't know her name. I said she didn't have a last name. That's two different things.
Where's this Carrie from?
When I first met her, she was just from the streets. I like to escape from the castle a lot. It's a dull life, the castle is. Ugh. All these boring old people telling me what to do. It's all the time. It's so dull and not entertaining or fulfilling. So yeah, I'd leave the palace and I just came across her one day.
Huh.
Where's Carrie now?
Oh, you know what? Let's end the conversation here. I didn't promise you a whole biography of Carrie. I just promised a name. Why are you so curious about her? Since we're asking so many questions.
None of your business, Prince.
Then it's none of your business to pry about her life.
Okay then. The name was enough.
Have any of you been to Horios before?
No.
No.
If it weren't for this unfortunate job, I would say to avoid it. Their kingdom is okay, but their food is quite ugh.
A little bit entitled,
Derlin
are
is
we?
gonna Derlin's gonna like step on his foot and go, "That's not what you say about a neighboring kingdom." Whatever.
What is it? Not being made by private chefs, not up to your standards?
Are you cut as you say, Pookie?
Is the food not being made by private chefs doesn't live up to your standards?
No, actually. Well, let me rephrase. I think I did it a little bit dirty. The food in most of Horios is fine. It's normal. It's like Lyros. It's normal. The food in the palace? You'd think for being royal they could afford a better chef. And Derlin is gonna massage the bridge
Temples?
between his eyes. He's like,
Oh, there. Okay.
yeah. No, like the nose bridge.
Yeah.
He's like, He turns back and he's like, I'm so sorry for my nephew. And as he says that, he kind of like, elbows, Heron in the side. He's like, what the man? I promise you, he was better raised than this. I don't know why he gets like this when he's around people. I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly fine.
I don't think anyone's truly perfectly fine.
You're right. If I was perfectly fine, I'd be able to walk by myself without fear of being attacked. I'd be perfectly fine then. Lord knows I can handle my own trip to my own negotiation. It's for your own safety that we hired mercenaries and other people to help escort you. Yeah, whatever.
Why is it?
What are these negotiations? Is it just about trade?
Yeah, there was some issue that was brought up earlier in the year in regards to no, what was it? No, I can't remember. Well, no, I do remember. Hold on. It was an issue with a certain like item across our border that we don't allow in our kingdom, but they do, and they kept bringing it over.
And what
and then
is
we
this
told them to
item?
stop.
Is it drugs?
I don't know. It's some fruit. We're not allowed to have a certain fruit over here. Too many people are getting sick from it. I don't know. They don't have the right, like, pesticide material that we have here when we grow food. So we have to limit some of their food from here. But no, they just kept smuggling.
Fruit?
Hmm?
Can I roll a nature check on the fruit?
A nature check?
Can I roll a nature check on the fruit?
Oh yeah, you're still carrying your fruit. Yeah, you can roll a nature check.
Uh, 18.
Which fruit specifically? Was it like the peaches or?
The one he was talking about.
Oh, well, he doesn't have any on him.
Oh, well, the nature says you can recall lore about it.
Oh, okay. So the fruit from Horios is relatively like it's cared for the same, like similarly to how it is in Lyros. And you kind of just think back to the fruit that you're currently holding in your bag. But for some reason, there's like an apricot variant fruit that they have that they like care for differently while it's growing. And there's just been like some issues in the past with it getting like bugs and stuff, and they don't check it very well because a lot of there's like some races in Oreos that eat bugs, so they don't notice it. But not a lot of those races live in Lyros, so it's become an issue when people from Lyros eat it because they're eating bugs. That's not good for their system.
Okay.
And it was like an established like banned item, like you can't bring this across the border, and they're just smuggling it because some people still like eating them in Lyros apparently. I don't know, it's just a smuggling issue and like a goods issue. Like it's not a dangerous thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That and some of our traders who are bringing things over weren't being treated very well while in Horio, so I have to talk about that too. I can't have them being rude to my traders. Not a fan
Have
of
you
that.
done negotiations before?
This will be my second time negotiating. The first time I had to do negotiations was actually within Lyros. I had to well, you can call it negotiations. It's kind of more I had to de-escalate a situation. But I had to negotiate the terms of the compromise. I had to settle a dispute between two court
How'd that go?
men. God, I wish adults could just learn what to do properly without needing me to butt in for them. I'd much rather be hanging around the towns. The bars are so lively, you know? The Drowning Cat, really good beer.
I can appreciate a good beer.
You would love the Drowning Cat. I'm so sorry. I should have let you guys sit down for a drink. You would have loved the stuff they have there.
Well, if this all goes well, we can go back.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that so much.
Now, Derlin said that the two kingdoms were at an unrest. Is there more to speak about there?
The unrest arises from more political matters between the two kingdoms.
Such as?
For what they are, I can't really say because they differ depending on who you ask. For example, if you ask someone from Lyros what the tension is between us and Horios, they'll say, well, the way they treat their common people is not good. It's terrible. But if you ask someone from Horios what the tension is between Lyros and them, they'll say their political leaders don't know what they're doing. And of course, to an extent, on either side, political leaders can be iffy. We deal with them as best we can, as we've seen, oh my gosh, my words, as seen as Lyros has been standing for many a generations. However, there is an actual issue in Horios with how they treat their common folk. But whenever the question is approached to them, they deny it. So there is unease between the two kingdoms and how they treat their citizens.
All right.
It's a lot of pointing fingers, but no evidence. Well, partial evidence. Anything else you would like to know?
I'm good for now.
Me too.
Kels? Or
Oh
Cassie?
yeah, me three.
If I may, where are you lovelies from?
You wouldn't know.
You don't get to know that.
Boo,
Yeah.
bunch of party poopers. Sigh, there's not much I can tell you about me, given you were probably already given the rundown.
Not really.
Really?
You'd be surprised about how much information we don't have.
Uncle Durin, or Durlin. Kind of a drag, you know? Like, get a load of this guy. And Durlin kind of gives him like a side eye, like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, aside from the one very important figure in my life, what else would you like to know about me? I'm not one to hide.
Hmm.
You all are so serious. So boring.
You're
What's your drink
boring.
of choice?
I'm boring? I am anything but. No. Not taking this. What makes you think I'm boring?
You're stuck-up friends.
And how would you even know? You don't know anything about me. You just know my title, and that's it.
What's your drink of choice?
Oh, that's a good question. Gramps, cover your ears. And Darlin just kind of shoots him a, I don't think so, look. Fine. Give me a sec, I'm gonna do like a quick Google real quick. I don't know alcohol. I love me a Bloody Mary. I
Ew.
love me.
Huh.
Well, what's your drink of choice?
Whiskey. Neat. Light ice.
I can see that. I can see that. There is some appeal to whiskey. I will say, most
Do you know what
places
kind of
don't
Bloody
have...
Mary, Grace?
Yes, because my dad gets them a lot. It's like it's the one drink I do know.
Oh, they're so gross.
They are.
People who like Bloody Marys are dirty little freaks.
Well, so is Prince Heron, so...
Truth.
I will say, not many places have a good Bloody Mary, so I never drink them often. My second choice is a decent beer.
And that would be the right decision.
Oh?
And
Do you have a favorite beer, my good sir?
Anything I can get my hands on that doesn't taste like shit.
you would drink shitty
Spoken
one
like a true
too.
man.
Oh.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Maybe I don't.
Mikey, I know you don't mean this intentionally, but sometimes the way you're speaking right now, it sounds like you're a little drunk.
I
It's
don't think
it's
know
not
what you're talking
purposeful, but at
about.
the same time, it's working in my favor.
I know. It's so funny to me because the way you said that, it's like, I don't think you know what you're talking about. I can just I can see how it is like said so vividly in my mind.
Regardless of our choices, how about you, Cassie? Seeing as, you went to a bar to get water.
Oh, I'm not a big drinker. I'm just like a water. Maybe I'll spice it up and put like a little dirt in it or something.
Oh, how interesting.
You'd be surprised how many like dirt water is good for you. Just a little bit, not a lot.
So you like mud?
No, a little sprinkle of dirt. The minerals are good
That
for you.
that's mud, my dear.
Not the way I make it.
It's actually an elven
Fascinating.
drink.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Is it a classic?
Yes.
I wouldn't say classic, but I know what she's talking about.
All
Thank
right. Then.
you.
Derlin is gonna raise an eyebrow because, mind you, him and he is a full elf and Heron is a half elf. So Derlin is kind of raising an eyebrow, like, what are you two on about?
They're not woodland elves.
Oh, that's true.
They're high elves.
Yeah.
I'd assume so. I didn't pick specific one.
Okay.
I just elf.
I mean, does it not make sense that a woodland elf would drink that?
Yeah, it does make sense. Interesting. Well, it's not my place to critique someone's taste. Needless to say, not many people would appreciate mine.
Clearly. Regardless of
As good
drink
as the
choice.
cooks are in the palace, I always prefer a good tavern meal.
You know, they just feeds the heart.
It does. It does indeed.
Maybe the liver.
It does a lot more than feed the liver.
Well, how far into this trek are we? This small talk seems to be going in a very downward spiral.
So since you guys came from Lyros, we're gonna assume you're walking the same path that you did coming from Terran. Giving this talk, it's gonna, like, the time that we've had this talk versus the time you're walking is not gonna match up at all.
Got it.
But that's the magic of D&D, and nothing makes sense. So, we're gonna assume you guys end up back at Terran.
Okay.
So, Derlin's gonna speak real quick. He's gonna say, would you like to take a rest and continue tomorrow, or would you like to continue from here? We can always head back to that tavern that we were at last night.
What time is it?
Okay. You left at 7 in the morning and you got there around 12 and you got the prince and you came back. We're gonna say it's probably like
5 o'clock.
4 or 5 o'clock at this point in the evening.
Why don't we stop for dinner?
That sounds like
Prince Heron
a good idea.
Prince Heron is just like clapping his hands, like he's so excited to be back in a tavern. And Darlin's kind of regretting mentioning the tavern. Prince Heron, might I remind you, you were not to indulge too much at the tavern. We are here on diplomatic business. Yes,
Don't worry,
Uncle
Sarah, I'll
Darlin.
make sure he doesn't black out.
It's not even worrying about Blackout. Despite how he should be, he handles liquor very well.
That's called experience
What can
right
I
there.
say, Gramps? What?
It's called experience
Wait,
right there.
Indeed, good sir.
Now, how about we go inside, get something to eat, maybe a few drinks.
That sounds wonderful. Let's go. Where is it? Where is the tavern you all spent the night at? Lead the way.
What was the name of the tavern we were at?
Bar.
Bar.
Was it literally just bar?
The bar.
Okay,
Yeah, it's bar with big LED lights.
got it.
Does he know about the BAR?
The bar.
The bar.
So I
B-A-R-E.
start heading back over to the bar. Is it still like the same surroundings since we last left Terran?
Yeah. It's kind of in the evening now, so there's not as many people outside. Some of the stall vendors are packing up to go home, but there's still some people bustling around outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna wave at the little kids that are left.
They wave back. They recognize you instantly. You're known as the sweet girl, and not because you're nice, but because you come bearing gifts.
I know.
So you guys head back to the tavern. The old bartender's still there. He waves and smiles a friendly smile, saying, "Welcome back. Didn't expect to see you guys so soon."
What can we say? We missed you.
You got good beer.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 2 beers. 3 beers. Sorry.
I'll take a cider
the bar-
tonight.
What?
I'll take a cider tonight.
A cider? Oh, okay. I'll also have a cider, my good sir, says the Prince Heron.
Same as last time.
Derlin is kind of right up. The bartender brings you all your drinks. Derlin's kind of sitting, not like close to you guys, but he's sitting like within a decent distance.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mr. Bartender,
Aaron's
can I get an order of mozzarella sticks?
you want marinara sauce or no?
What the heck, sure.
Heron's gonna say, I'd want some too. Put him on that guy's tab, and he, points at Derlin. So put it on his tab. Drinks on Gramps.
Oh.
And Derlin's like, he's just sitting at the table, and he's not getting any rest. His nephew's gonna drain the life out of him. But yeah, that's you guys spend the rest of your night having a decent amount of fun, considering you kind of just met these people. The Atla and Heron are just chomping down on them mozzarella sticks. They're good.
I'm drinking my beer.
Wait, I didn't order anything. Could I have a water?
A water.
Of course. A water. Please, sir, can I have some more? The bartender sets down another glass of water for you.
Thank you, sir.
And, with that, I'm gonna end the session.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
That was fun.
Yeah.
you.
That
As
was
soon
nice
as I get
to
the
of things.
Hmm.
as soon as
It was
I
nice-
get the next part written,